So right, UFC Fight Night Macau, Yan versus Figueiredo takes place as the main event this weekend, and the UFC finally heads back to China after 5 years with a pretty stacked card, 14 fights if I might add. So I'll quickly speed way through the main card, starting with the opener, ending with the main event, giving you guys my full breakdown and predictions. But first, with an interesting and exciting set of prelims, if you're wondering who I got, boom, these are who I got. And most of these are the finalists for the recent season for Road to UFC. Anyways, enough wasting time, and let's break down this fascinating fight night card. Starting the whole card off with the opener of the main card, that being Mingyang Zhang versus Ozzy Diaz. Very explosive matchup taking place in the light heavyweight division. I truly believe both these guys can put each other out at any given time. They've both been finished in their careers before. However, I do believe Mingyang Zhang is the more technical striker out of the two, has the experience advantage, and overall, he is my pick and gets the win via first round TKO. Next is Volkan Oezdemir versus Carlos Ulberg, another light heavyweight matchup where I could see both guys finding the finish on each other. It's that close. But with Volkan Oezdemir having 7 professional losses, 4 of them being finishes, I'll stick with the guy who hasn't taken that amount of damage, also riding a nice 6-fight win streak. Carlos Ulberg is the pick and gets the win via second round TKO. Next is Wang Cong versus Gabriella Fernandes. Prospect alert. If you don't know, now you know. Wang Cong has got to be one of the brightest prospects coming out of China, so make sure to keep your eyes on her. She has a win over Valentina Shevchenko in kickboxing, made the transition to MMA, has been looking very unstoppable, and has passed her debut in flying colors. The Joker is a confident lock and gets the win via first or second round TKO. Next is our feature fight, a welterweight showdown between Kenan versus Muslim Salikhov. To be brutally honest, I don't highly rate either guy, but with Muslim Salikhov currently being 40 years old and arguably losing his last fight out, I am going to be sticking with the much younger guy that still has some steam in Kenan to get the win via close decision, 29-28. Moving on to the co-main event of the evening, top strawweight's going to be going at it. Xiaonan versus Tabatha Ricci. Seemingly a pretty close fight, so I could see why the odds makers have it as such. But to be perfectly honest, I don't highly rate Tabatha Ricci as a top contender. Now, despite what her recent run has been, most of her fights have been very close and competitive, which later leads to a questionable decision, which begs the question, did she really win those fights? I could see what the UFC is trying to do, but Xiaonan is undoubtedly the superior fighter out of the two. She is the better striker offensively and defensively, has faced the better competition out of the two, and overall, with her experience advantage, can get it done over Ricci over the course of 3 rounds. Again, very close, but I am going to be going with Xiaonan to get the win via close decision, 29-28. We move on to the main event of the evening, a highly technical and interesting match taking place in the bantamweight division. Petr Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Guys, this has got to be one of the more interesting, entertaining, and honestly best bantamweight matchups of this year, and overall one of the better fight night main events of this year. More on that later. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, Deiveson Figueiredo has found some new light since moving up a division, currently 3-0, beating guys such as Rob Font and, more impressively, Cody Garbrandt and Chito Vera. Petr Yan, on the other hand, finally got to snap that 3-fight losing streak with a solid win over Song Yadong, and he's back. Stylistically, I believe this fight can go either way, but with the improved takedown defense and having a major advantage on the feet, I could see Yan winning this. Close, way closer than what the odds should have it, but Petr Yan is the pick and gets the win via unanimous decision, 48-47.
134.
All in all, did pretty well on UFC 309. Now, despite getting most of the early prelims wrong, completely swept the prelim card, got the co-main and main event right, went 4 for 4 on my locks, and overall I went a total record of 8-4. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.